Hey guys, how are you? Happy Wednesday. I see we've got Steph. Hi Steph. Dave Shute is here. Sheila, Robin, hello. Sharon, Vicky, Amanda, Penny, Nicole. Hey Adam. I know Susanna's here. How is everybody tonight? Happy Wednesday. Happy meeting day. That's kind of my little intro. I don't know why that ever stuck, but it did. I actually started saying that because I really had no idea what to say. Starting off doing these lives, I was a little nervous. And so anyway, happy Wednesday, happy meeting day. How's everybody doing? Oh, did you like, if you were here right on time, you saw our new little intro video. Give me a thumbs up if you liked it, a thumbs down if you didn't, a heart if you loved it. And if neither one of those things describe how you feel about it, put your favorite emoji in the comments. Let me know what you thought. My hubby did that for me, so thanks, Craig, if you're watching. Yay, Craig, he's the best. Oh, thanks, Kelly. How are you, Deb? Thanks, Steph. We just thought we needed a little something to plus it, as Walt Disney would say. Hi, Tiffany. Hi, Kim. There's Craig. Hi, Jody. So is this anyone's first time here? If it is, let us know so we can give you a big old get down to Disness welcome to the Disness meeting. So tonight we've got about 30 questions that have been pre-submitted that myself and my special guest, super agent Mike Beyer from Destinations to Travel, are going to answer for you. Now, hi, Susan. Hi, Janet. Hey, Jen. Oh, that's okay, Jen. You got a sneak peek of the video. You already saw it. Oh, well, Chrissy, after the meeting, just play it real quick. It's really cute. Hi, Sharon. It's Sharon Hayden's first time. Welcome. Everybody say welcome, Sharon. I think you're going to have a lot of fun. So first things first, I want to give a big shout out to my friend Susanna McCord, who is always helping me behind the scenes, posting links that will support the answers that I have to these questions that you've asked. Also, of course, a big shout out to Shannon Bonador and the amazing agents at Destinations to Travel for helping me help you by answering questions that I don't see that you may be posting in the comments. Of course, we've got Carl Dad Trent of Dad's Guide to WDW and WDW Magazine. Steph Schuster, the Director of Operations at WDW Magazine and It's a Fangirl World, is usually here, and she's here tonight. Thanks, Steph. We've got Dave Shute of YourFirstVisit.net, the co-author of The Easy Guide to Your Walt Disney World Visit. One lucky winner is going to pick up a copy of this amazing book, and he's going to sign it for that winner. So Dave is the sponsor of our trivia question, and I think we've got a good one tonight. So let's get that out of the way before I forget. So the trivia question I'm going to ask, you put your answer in the comments, and after the meeting is done, I will go through and select one winner at random from all the correct answers to win this, not this book, but a copy of The Easy Guide to Your Walt Disney World Visit, and Dave will even sign it for you. So, okay, here's a trivia question. Are you ready? In the Haunted Mansion attraction, what item are each of the hitchhiking ghosts holding? So there are 3 items. What item are each of the hitchhiking ghosts holding? Put your answers in the comments. Good luck. Susanna is going to put the text of that trivia question in the comments so you can go back and read it in case you didn't catch it or whatever. So let me see. Oh, Deborah already has a book. It's an amazing book, right, Deborah? Dawn's got it too. Yes, Dave, it's a fine book, if he does say so himself. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Jackie. Thanks, Susanna. Carol Lewis just joined. Hi, Carol. What else? So we usually have Patrick Pulliam too, but whether he's going to show up tonight is anybody's guess. Maybe he's over at La Cava having some tequila, some chips and queso. That sounds really good about now. But Patrick, if you're here, if I didn't see you, hey, buddy. Otherwise, we will see you the next time. Hey, Chris. Hi, Sheila. It is a great book. There's Shannon. Hey, Shannon. Hi, Trina. Oh, we've got, okay, a couple of answers. Remember, hitchhiking ghosts. What are each of the hitchhiking ghosts holding in the Haunted Mansion attraction? I know we've got Haunted Mansion super fans in here, so I have no doubt we're going to get lots of correct answers. Okay. What else can I tell you? So I'm going to bring Mike Beyer on in a little bit, and we did a little test run a bit ago, and his connection is a little spotty. He lives in Wisconsin, in a very remote area. I don't know, rural. So his internet isn't the best, but we are going to do our best because Mike is a super fantastic guy, a wonderful agent, and I'm so happy to have him on with me tonight. So we're gonna just make the best of it, whatever happens. What else is going on? Let me see. Ooh, we got a couple of right answers. Awesome. Let me just go through these comments so I'm not missing anything. All right, news. So we're almost through with February, which means March is coming up. And that's Munch Madness returns for Get Down to Disness. So all March long, we pin 2 snacks up against each other every day on our Get Down to Disness Facebook page. You're going to want to like, comment, share, whatever you want to do. We are taking a tally every day. So we're noticing every day who is commenting. And so at the end of the month, we are going to have this great snack pack prize. So the more you comment, the more chances you have to win. So each time you comment or like, each time you engage in one of those posts, that's an entry into the big prize drawing at the end. And last year it was a pretty good snack pack. So don't miss out on Munch Madness. What else can I tell you? Oh, so we've got a bunch of friends from WDW Magazine here tonight helping us help you. And we've also got lots of super fans. I can see your comments, Dolores. Hi, I just see you there. Who's sorry, Cat? What? Sorry, what? What did I miss? Hi, Tina. Dolores, I see your comments. So does Carolyn. Hi, Carolyn. We love Munch Madness. I mean, we are all about the snacks anyway. So we made a Snack Match game about the snacks. You know we love our food. Back to WDW Magazine. I know we've got tons of fans here. But if you're new to our group and our friends, WDW Magazine just went to print. Susanna's got the link that you can check that out. They've been a digital magazine for over 5 years, but now they've gone to print, and it is an amazing publication. And I'm not just saying that because I write for it. It is awesome. Check it out. The March issue should be coming very shortly. And last but not least, a big shout out to our meeting sponsors. There it is, Celebration Shirts. They so graciously outfit me for all my lives. They can do t-shirts, tank tops, polo shirts, whatever you want to put a design on, they can do it. So matching shirts at Disney is kind of just what you do, but if you need shirts for any occasion, they can take care of that too. And we just recently debuted a new design in my Celebration Shirts store, I guess we can call it. Susanna's got the link. And it's actually a design that I put together for my personal family vacation. And I can't tell you how many people ask me, where did you get that design? How can I order that design? So we finally made that happen. So Susanna will put the link in there, whether you want to order that, one of the other styles they have, whether you want to ask them to create one for you, they'll do that. Use the code Disness, D-I-S-N-E-S-S, and that gets you 10% off your entire order, Plus, they offer free shipping. So check them out. All right. All that said, munch equals food. I'm in. Who said that? Go, Kathy. That's hilarious. Jess got the print trial. She loves it. Yes, everybody loves WDW magazine. So if you haven't heard about it, you haven't checked it out, definitely check them out. Deborah Alvarado got celebration shirts for her trip in January. Fantastic. Thank you, Susanna. All right, what do you say? Let me see, make sure Oh, so if it's your first time here, what's going to happen is I'm going to talk until about 9 o'clock. We'll try and get through these 28 or 29 questions. And then it's not over yet. We have what we call the after party, and that goes from about 9 to 9:30, and it's just kind of a chat inside the Facebook group. It's not on live, it's not camera, but we're just kind of chatting, and that is sponsored by Carl Dad Trent of Dad's Guide to WDW, and one lucky winner can pick up a copy of the Simple Fun Magic Guide to Walt Disney World Planning, compliments of Carl. He'll even sign it for you inside the after party. So you'll see after I go off live, I'll jump in the group, I'll create a thread that says after party, and we kind of just wind down the evening, still, having some fun and sharing some advice and tips and things like that. So don't go away once this live is over. All right, what do you say? We bring on Mike Beyer. I hope you're ready. I'm going to give you a jingle. Hold on. Let's get this done. Again, I'm going to tell you up front, the connection is not that great. So bear with us. Maybe we'll get some pixie dust, Mike. Okay, he's coming. I think.
How's it going?
I hear you.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you great, but I don't see.
Can you see me?
I can't see you, but I can hear you.
Well,
Oh,
how's that?
hold on. There you are. Hi.
Hey, everybody.
Everybody say hi to Mike. Let's see. Let me go over here into the comments. So, you have a Disney World trip coming up soon, don't you?
A couple of them, actually. I have one coming up in about 2 weeks. I'm going down to Walt Disney World for the Agent Education Program.
Excellent.
And I have one planned for Christmas.
Is that a family trip, the one for Christmas?
The one for Christmas is a family trip, yes.
So are you going to be there for the actual holiday or around Christmas time?
We are going to be there for the actual holiday, December 21st through the 27th. So it's going to be crazy.
You're a brave man, but you know what? You're a professional and you'll get it done. I have no doubt.
And it's, just the experience of being there just to help my clients to let them know what it's all about. So
I love that. It's like all of us in the agency have a man on the ground. Okay, tell us what it's really like, because we're not going in, buddy. We're sending you.
So hazard pay. I deserve hazard pay.
You do. At least a churro. All right. Kat has this news interview thing down pat. Well, thank you, Chris. Chris Boyer, our resident smart guy. And I didn't want to say smart guy, but this is a family show. Anyway, what do you say, Mike? We get to these questions. We got a bunch to burn through. And I say we just get started, okay?
Sounds good.
All right. So our first question is from Molly Baker, and I don't know if Molly's here. Hey, Danny. Danny just popped in. He's saying hi. Everybody's saying hi, Mike. Hey, Danny. All right. Yes.
Hey, everybody.
Molly Baker, I'm not sure if you're here, but if you are, thanks for submitting your question. She says, my family will be at Disney World in December, maybe around the same time as you. My mother-in-law will be staying in her own room with her own dining package. So my question is, if I have her listed under family and friends on my Disney experience, will I be able to get her dining reservations and fast passes online for her when I book ours? Yes, absolutely. As long as she's connected in your friends and family inside your My Disney Experience account, you can add her to your dining reservations and fast pass. No problem there. Dawn Hoagland. Hey, Dawn. I know she's here. Dawn is one of my clients. So, Dawn, I always find it funny when you ask questions here, but I appreciate it. But you can always ask me anything at any time. So, she says she has a dinner reservation at Ohana, and I will have driven my car and parked at Magic Kingdom parking in the morning as I'll be there all day. What's the best way to travel from Magic Kingdom to Ohana and back again to retrieve my car? Okay, so you're making it overly complicated. So, to get from Magic Kingdom to Ohana, I would take the boat because that's a direct shot right over there. It's really nice. You could also take the monorail if you like, but you'd have to stop over at the Contemporary, the TTC, and then the Polynesian. So I would take the boat. What do you think, Mike? Would you take the boat?
Yeah, I would take the boat as well. The monorail's the long way around. It's great to see everything, but you have to leave so much more time for the extra stops. So the boat is definitely the way to go.
Okay, I agree there. And as far as your car, Dawn, I would just leave it at the Magic Kingdom parking lot. So you'd have to go to the TTC anyway. Now, I know that you know that there's a walking path from the Polynesian to the TTC. And so I hesitate sharing my screen because the last time I did that with Danny, everything went haywire on the live. So I'm going to send you privately a map and show you how easy it is to get from the ceremonial house to the TTC. It's just a walking path. But if you don't want to do that, if you're too full, you don't want to walk, you just want to get on the monorail, just hop on the monorail. You'll go to Magic Kingdom, Contemporary, then the TTC, and then you'll be at your car. I would just leave my car where it is. There's no need to go back and do that whole rigmarole of getting it and bringing it over to the Poly. Renee? Renee DeWee says, what is the process for using a destinations to travel agent? You contact the rep directly. Also, if you want to do a side Universal trip, can you help with that too? Of course we can. Susanna has a link to our quote page. But Renee, I mean, you know us. You've been around in our group for a long time. You can private message any of the agents that you want to work with. You can do that. You can head over to their Facebook pages. You can fill out the quote page. And of course, we can help with Universal. I don't like to, but I do it. Absolutely. We can certainly. In fact, we just took Universal training last night. Have you been to Universal, Mike?
Yeah, Universal is kind of the. I have not been to Universal in eons. The last time I was at Universal, seriously, was in Hollywood in 1991. So it's been forever. We are going in December. We're going to take a day to see the Harry Potter stuff. Um, so I'll be able to report back on that.
Another man on the ground moment. I love it. We went to Universal for Hannah's 10th birthday just to see the Harry Potter there, and they only had Harry Potter in the one section at that point. So it's been a while for me too. But after taking that webinar last night with the agency, um, you can't knock it, right? It looks like it's a lot of fun. I'm just a Disney girl through and through. Um,
Yeah, I'm a Disney guy myself. It'll definitely be interesting to see how Universal does things compared to Disney. Maybe I won't be quite so jaded.
no, probably not. You'll have a good time. Carolyn says, if you don't end up using one of your three fast passes after you finish the third, can you still try and get another, or do you still have to use all three? Okay, and if you have a fast pass for two people, but only one uses it. Okay, Carolyn, so I see what you're asking. And The language is your 3 pre-selected fast passes either have to be used or expired. So either you use them or you don't. They just have to run through that course. Now I know people have reported that they only made one. They got to the park, they used it, and they were able to make other fast passes for other parks after they use only that one pre-selected one. So I think the rules change a lot with Disney technology. I know, and Mike can attest to the magical enhancements that happen every day. But the official language is that you need to make 3 pre-selected fast passes and they need to be used or have expired, which means you didn't use them, but you didn't cancel them. So in that case, I would just, if you're only looking to really use one of them, just make 2 that you don't care about before the one that you want to use. And then once you go on that attraction that you wanted to go on, hop on the app and get another fast pass for any of the 4 theme parks. What do you think? Do you think that sounds about right? Mark that as good.
It does. That's what I would do as well.
Okay.
Um,
In
you
fact,
nailed it.
thanks. In fact, I think if Steph is still hanging around, right, Chris, the Disney rules and the ability of their tech doesn't always line up. Yeah, okay. See, I was just going to defer to you, Steph. I know that you've had this experience before. Jackie Marshall, you're up next. Would you rather stay on property or off property? That to me is a no brainer. You want to?
On property all the way just for the convenience of everything. The magic is on the property.
I agree.
Plain and simple.
I agree. And not that there aren't really nice off property accommodations, but when you stay on property, you get the use of the Magical Express. You get 60-day fast passes. Now, I know you can get that at some off property, but that likely won't be forever. It was kind of because Disney didn't feel they had enough resorts, and that's going to change. So, 60-day fast passes, you can make all your dining at 180 days. When you're off property, you have to make your dining 180 days from every day that you want dining plans for. It's convenient, and you can have the Disney dining plan, which I love. I know not everybody does, but I really love the dining plan. So, Jackie Marshall, on property all the way for me. Deborah
Me as well.
Okay. There's such a delay. I'm sorry if I feel like I'm talking over you at times. I'm just not sure if you're going to say something, so just talk right over me too. Deborah Alvarado, what is the best way to go resort hopping from the Port Orleans French Quarter? And does the Art of Animation still offer drawing classes? I'll answer that second part first. Yes, they do. Their drawing classes are at 11 a.m., 2 p.m., and 5 p.m. daily. Now, resort hopping from Port Orleans French Quarter, it'd be really easy to hop over to Port Orleans Riverside. That'd be super easy. If you want to take Disney transportation, you could hop on a theme park bus over to any of the theme parks and transfer to a resort bus. But I think I would take the boat ride to Disney Springs and then catch a resort bus, personally. What do you think?
And once you get to Disney Springs, it's an easy walk over to Saratoga Springs as well.
That's true.
So you can nail that one before you jumped on a bus to go anywhere as well. So
That's true. There's a lot of things you could do. So if you did that and you went to Saratoga, then you hopped on a Magic Kingdom bus, you get off at Magic Kingdom, walk over to the Contemporary, then you got the monorail loop. You can hit all of those. Hop on another boat to Wilderness Lodge.
yep.
There's a lot of things that you can do. But I personally, Deborah, would start off on the boat. I would walk from French Quarter over to Riverside, hop on the boat to Disney Springs, and take it from there. Let me see what we're going over here. Yep, Chris agrees with me too. Awesome. I'm just trying to scroll back. 190 days until Pop Century for Jackie. Awesome, Jackie. I'm glad you're staying on property. So, Michelle Gray is our next question. She says, if we will be getting on the Skyliner at Caribbean Beach, do you know if the Skyliner will require you to get off at the Riviera or will you go straight to Epcot? So, Michelle, the Skyliner isn't running yet, so I don't want to say I know exactly how it's going to work. But from what I understand, and Mike, tell me if this is what you've heard too, the Caribbean Beach Resort is going to be the hub. So if you're starting at the Caribbean Beach, whatever Skyliner you get on, you're going right to your destination. So that's how I understand.
Right. That, that's how I take it as well.
Okay, okay, but of course that remains to be seen until it's actually in operation. But that's kind of how they've designed the Caribbean Beach hub, I guess, for lack of a better word or another word to use, that you'll come from Art of Animation and Pop Centuries to the Caribbean Beach, and you can either stay on whichever one you're on to go to Hollywood Studios, or you transfer to go to Epcot. So it's really, and until it's actually operational, I don't know for 100%, but I think that I think we're right here.
And there's a whole new wrinkle there to the resort hopping question. Once that is up and running, you can jump on that to get around and do some more resort hopping.
That's right. That's right. I'm really interested in seeing that Riviera resort. It looks like it's going to be beautiful.
It will be.
Okay, Dave agrees with us too. Awesome. All right, on to Debbie Smith. She wants to know, have all the All-Star sports been refurbished? I know they haven't, but Dave, shoot, since you're here, you go ahead and you enlighten us with what's up. I think movies is done, but music and sports are still going, but I'm going to defer to the expert here. So please let Debbie Smith know about the All-Stars, of all the All-Stars. She says All-Star Sports, but I think she means all the All-Stars. But let us know, Dave. Lori Ball wants to know, would you rather stay at the Pop Century or Port Orleans French Quarter?
For me, I would rather stay at Pop. I've stayed at Port Orleans Riverside and it was great. But there's just something about the Pop Century and the Art of Animation resorts that I really love. They're loud, they're boisterous, they're fun, they're exciting. Um, there's nothing wrong with either resort. They're great, but for me, I'd rather stay at Pop.
I'm glad you said that because I would rather stay at Port Orleans French Quarter. I've also stayed at Riverside and I don't really like the Riverside. I think it's too big. I love the intimate nature of the French Quarter. I love that it's quiet. That's where I am. If I had little kids with me or I had girlfriends and we wanted to party and just like whoop it up, Pop Century is definitely better for that. But Port Orleans French Quarter is just more my speed on a daily basis. So I actually prefer that. So there you go, Lori. You've got two sides of the coin. We don't agree on this one. So I hope that we've helped you decide in some way. Um, Pop Century has its own bus consistently. Port Orleans French Quarter does a lot of the time, not necessarily all the time, but you would be first on and first off if you did have to share a bus with Riverside, if that helps you make your decision. What do you guys think? French Quarter, Pop Century? We want to hear from you. Let us know. Let us know what you think. This is like a little mini debating Disney inside of a Disness meeting. Kathy Cavalier.
I've got somebody to say hi before she has to go to bed, if that's okay.
Yes, yes. Who do we have? Miss Minnie. Is it almost bedtime?
Yeah,
Yeah. Did you watch Wreck-It Ralph?
thank you. Yeah, then I watched the movie, then I watched the movie.
You
Yeah.
watched Vanellope?
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't seen
So
that one
we'll
yet.
say
I'll
goodnight.
watch it.
Good night.
Good night, sweetie. Sweet dreams.
Okay.
She's been sitting here patiently waiting her turn.
Aw, you should have just said cat. Shut up. Macy wants to come on. Aw, she's getting so big, Mike. My goodness. She's beautiful.
She is. She is every
Model.
day. It's like,
I
my
don't
gosh.
I don't think everybody knows, but she's actually a model.
Hmm.
She's beautiful.
A model, a basketball player, a bowler, and a track star.
My goodness. She's amazing. She's amazing. You're a lucky guy. Got three beauties over there.
I am a very lucky guy.
Everybody's saying good
Thank you.
night. Can you see the comments? I'm just curious. Can you see what everybody's saying?
No, not on my phone. I can't.
Oh, okay. Well, everybody's saying she's so sweet. She's a superstar. Good night, Macy. Aw. You'll have to go back and read them. So cute. Okay,
Oh,
Kat.
absolutely.
Oh, sorry. Kathy Cavalier. She wants to know, can you confirm if storybook dining is one credit? So storybook dining, she's talking about that new Snow White, grumpy and dopey and evil queen dining experience at Artist Point. Yes, it's only one credit on the Disney dining plan. So that's really, really great. And also, is there a talking garbage can at any of the parks? No, the Push, his name was Push, is no.
I miss Bush.
I miss Push too. In fact, we actually met the man who developed Push, and Push lived in his office for quite a bit, and I think he sold it, or I don't know. He's resting somewhere now, but not in any of the theme parks, unfortunately. All right, moving right along, Marissa Finch Torek. What will happen to the Star Tours ride and the launch bay? Will they be relocated to the new Star Wars area, stay where they are, or close down? I don't know. I mean, um, I imagine eventually they'll.
I can't see them closing Star Tours.
No, no, they might move it. I mean, I don't know if they've built in a space for it, but it is outside of Galaxy's Edge, so I would imagine they'd want to keep it all contained into that land, but I really don't know. That's a good question. Steph Schuster, if anybody knows, she knows. If you know, Steph, let us know. Is your family excited for Star Wars Galaxy's Edge?
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah.
I'm probably the least or the smallest Star Wars fan in the family. I love it. My wife and both girls are just bananas about Star Wars, so it's gonna be exciting when it opens.
Yeah, for sure. And no doubt it'll be open by the time you get there in December. Well, no doubt.
Oh yeah.
I guess there could be a doubt, but they're saying late fall, and I think you'll be fine. But there's a question here from Katie Sitar. She wants to avoid Star Wars. Do you think November 9th, 1st through the 9th will be a safe time to go? It's anybody's guess. I don't think it would be open that early. I haven't really heard any credible rumors of the opening date. Have you, Mike? Has anybody?
I haven't heard anything credible. It's just all late fall, late fall, late fall. Early part of November, I would say probably pretty safe. I don't think that they'd want to open that until after all of the Halloween stuff is over. Um, just my thought. I think once they get Halloween out of the way, then they would throw all their energy. Well, they're already throwing their energy into it, but to really be able to concentrate on that.
I agree. I'm thinking either just before, maybe just after the Thanksgiving rush. But I mean, I don't know. It's all speculation. Who knows? Who knows? Penny said she heard a rumor of Octoberish. That would be amazing. That would be, I feel like, way ahead of schedule.
Mm.
But fingers crossed for anybody who wants.
Maybe by then, or if they did do it in October, maybe if they did do it in October, things would be a little bit slower when I'm there at Christmas.
Wishful thinking. I'll pray for you. You're going to have a good time anyway, no matter what you do. Karen Sharkey.
Oh, absolutely.
Karen Sharkey, your question is up next. I want to go to the Magic Kingdom dessert party. Which view is better, garden or terrace? Now, I've done the Magic Kingdom dessert parties, and I actually prefer the garden view. I feel like you get a much better view of the projection show on the castle. The terrace is nice and it's covered, so if it rains, you're covered. But I think for the best view, garden view is what you want. Michelle Ridgway says, should we do a dessert party or early morning magic in the Magic Kingdom? We want a great view of Happily Ever After, but exploring Fantasyland in a nearly empty park sounds great too. We can't do both. Hands down, 100% every time, early morning magic at the Magic Kingdom. I just did this in January. I just did this last month, and it was amazing. And I took some video. I went live in our Facebook group, but I uploaded it to YouTube so you could see, in case you missed it, Michelle, how empty it is. And what I like about, I mean, fireworks are okay to me. They're not really my thing. I think they're beautiful. I'd love to catch them when I do. I'm not somebody who stakes out for hours and hours. But I think you could get a really good spot for the show without having to buy into the dessert party. But early morning magic, you get this meal. You've got the Magic Kingdom almost all to yourself. You can ride Mine Train over and over. I think that if I could only do one, that's where I would spend my money. Have you done either of them, Mike?
I agree with you. That's one of the few times that you're going to have a really low crowd in the Magic Kingdom. You're going to be able to see the fireworks and the projection show, maybe a little obscured here or there, but you're going to have a great time with the fireworks no matter where you're sitting. But to have that early morning magic, it's priceless. It really is.
Yeah, I agree. And Dave said he would rather easily see Happily Ever After than ride Seven Dwarfs Mine Train 7 times. The funny thing is, Dave, I only rode it twice, and I enjoyed It's a Small World all by myself. Nobody in the boat with me, nobody in the boats in front of me, nobody in the boats in back of me. It was glorious. It was worth every dime I paid for that experience. I just like having lots of elbow room at the Magic Kingdom, and people list photos, and so that's why it's worth it to me. Chrissy K says her hubby is gifting her a birthday weekend. That's awesome, Chrissy. Congratulations. What a great guy. I've never been in
Happy
May.
birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday. I've never been in May or to the Flower and Garden Festival. I'm super excited and wondering if you guys have any must-do stops and eats. We've been browsing the menus and I have a ridiculous list, but I'm trying to narrow it down. So, Steph Schuster, our resident foodie, please go ahead and tell her about all the delicious eats at the Flower and Garden Festival. For me, and I don't know, I mean, the food is great, but Flower and Garden to me is all about the topiaries. And it's probably passed down to me from my mom. She was a freak for topiaries, but I just love them. I cannot photograph them enough. I just think it does such a wonderful thing to that theme park when all those topiaries are up and the flowers that are added. It just makes that park shine. Have you been to the Flower and Garden Festival? Have you been during that time?
I have not. I'm excited to see it when I'm there in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
It's something we've always talked about, and I've kind of nudged my wife to go with both Hadley and my mother-in-law because they are huge into flowers and plants, and usually I look at them and I have no clue what they are. I love the topiaries, but they can name different flowers,
Oh,
grasses,
wow.
plants, you name it. To me, they're pretty weeds, but they know them all. So I think it would be really great for the three of them to really experience it together. But I'm excited to see it. Take a lot of pictures and come back, and I'll probably learn more from my wife and my mother-in-law about what the plants and flowers are.
What I really love about it is that in most recent years, actually, it's kind of like a food and wine light because they've got those kiosks, those food kiosks, those outdoor kitchens. It's really come into its own as a major festival. So, Chrissy, I am so happy for you. You are going to have a wonderful time. Um, Patty Squires asking, why can't I find out if there's a ticketed after hours event in May? Patty, it's only because they haven't posted any of those past April. So that list isn't out. I can't imagine they won't do any. It's just that schedule has not been released yet. So that's why you can't find it. And Jessica Hoffman, my husband is super into the snack choices at Food and Wine. Is the Disney food blog guide to the festival worth it? Any suggestions to plan for this so we don't spend all day in front of a menu waiting for people to decide? So, with regard to the guide, everybody.
Menus are out.
Hmm? I didn't hear you.
Menus are out there for that. You don't need to stand in front of a menu board to. You can get those online and see and make your choices ahead of time, or at least have a wish list of things that you want to hit before you go, so you're not wasting all that time in front of a board. As far as whether the guide is worth it or not, I don't know that I would go that far, but what do you think?
No, I was just going to say that many people put the menu out online for free. So I've never seen the guide. I don't know what's actually contained, but if you're just looking to find out what's going to be available so you can plan ahead, I don't think you need the guide for that because plenty of outlets put out the menus. So basically what you said, Mike. I agree with you. All right. So before we continue on with the questions, I want to just show everybody what I am giving away tonight. Look at these. They're called Itty Bitties. And I saw these at the Hallmark store over the weekend and I just could not resist. Little Mary and Bert. So I'm giving away these tonight and I haven't yet decided what to ask you guys to do. In order, Danny's always my guy that tells me, oh, have them do this in order to win. So I'm just going to say, if you want a chance to win Mary and Bert Itty Bitties, put a carousel emoji in the comments. I think there's a carousel emoji or a horse emoji. Let's do that. How about that? Is that such a thing? Danny's my emoji guy. Danny, where are you? What emojis do they use? You know what? Put any emoji. Do a heart
Or
emoji.
maybe a chimney.
The which one?
A chimney.
Oh, a chimney. Is there a
There
chimney
might be a
emoji?
chimney emoji.
Who's who just said hi, Dad? Lori Ball. Oh, okay. Oh, there's Danny. Come on. Oh, okay. We've got carousel horses. Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. Okay.
There you go.
Danny said he was going to say umbrella, but I love the carousel one. All right, cool. So horse, carousel, anything, a horse or a carousel would be great. So good luck, guys, because they're so cute. And I'm going to be heartbroken when I have to ship them off. But, oh, they're cute. I'd rather give them away. All right, moving right along because we're already at 8:45 and we've got quite a few to go. Sharon Hayden says, oh, Sharon, you are here. I saw you there. We're coming in May, and my husband will either be in a motorized scooter or walking with a cane. How hard will it be for him to get on rides? And how will restaurant seating be affected? We have some awesome dining reservations, but didn't know if his scooter would be an issue. So, just so you know, Sharon, Disney is super accommodating with disabilities. There'll be plenty of places to park your husband's scooter. And on on every attraction, he'll have to get out of the scooter. But if he's got a cane, that's great. He'll just transfer out of the scooter. They'll tell him where to park it, and then you'll go to the attraction. So please don't worry about it. They are really very accommodating and mindful of people who are in scooters and wheelchairs and really everyone with disabilities. So I've never actually personally had to use a scooter or was with someone who did, but I see it happen all the time. And I'm sure some of you in here have had that experience or know someone. So if you could just let Sharon know that she'll be okay, that her husband will be all right, that'd be great, guys. Thank you. And Jess DeFerrari, hey Jess, she says, at the start of my trip, I know I can get the DAS pass set up at any park, but can I also get it set up anywhere in Disney Springs? So, unfortunately, you cannot. It's only at guest relations at the theme parks. Now, you could probably do it at guest relations outside of the theme park before you go in, but it has to be at one of the theme parks. The second part of her question, and I'm really, I think the jury's out on this. So she's asking, can the DAS Pass guests go get it set up without all the other guests in their group? So I am not 100% positive that it's the same answer at every guest relations. I know Danny has gotten the DAS Pass before, and most of his party was there, but some of his party wasn't. But he had their magic bands. I think the thing is, they have to scan the magic band. So even if they're not with you when you get it, you'll have to go back with them at some point and scan their band. I believe that is how it works. So do with that what you will. I'm pretty sure you should all just probably show up at the same time. Have you ever had an experience with the DAS card?
I have not, but like you, I've seen it used by quite a few people. I would play it safe and have everyone there when you get it, just to be safe. Otherwise, it's another trip
Right.
up there to get it done at whatever park you're at.
Right.
Um, Better safe than sorry.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. We have a Disney cruise question. Heidi Estep says, does Disney Cruise Line offer discounts on cruises? And if so, how far out do they typically appear? So they kind of never offer discounts on cruises. I feel like I haven't seen one in my lifetime. The closest thing they
I've
offer,
seen one.
yeah,
I saw one last year. It was very well hidden, and even last September when we did the cruise ship tour with our for destinations to travel with our district sales manager, they brought that up, and it kind of snuck under the radar. It was not widely publicized, and he said that was the first time he's ever seen a discount on a cruise. He said it just doesn't happen because their cruises sell out.
right.
Usually, you're going to get your best pricing right off the bat when the itineraries are announced. So I wouldn't wait if you're really looking to get the best price.
That's great advice. And the only other thing that I've seen them do is offer 50% off the required deposit. Now, that's not a savings. It's just saying you only have to put down 10%, not the typical 20. So that's really the only thing that I've seen them do or I've realized that they've done. I don't know why they wouldn't publicize a deal, but okay. Um, Noel Gonzalez says, what has been the coldest outing in Disney World that wasn't a winter month? He says that he was in there mid April of last year and the temp got down to 37 in April. That's pretty cold for Florida. I don't know. You know what, Noel? I tried to do some research, but it was just like, the coldest days in Florida, and they were all winter. So I can't help you with the coldest temperature in the spring or summer. But I've been there in gloves and hat and jacket. I have you been in December? Will this be your first time in the winter?
No, no. Actually, we love December. Usually it's a little bit earlier in the month. But being from Wisconsin, 37's not bad. I'd still be in shorts and a hoodie. Um, so
Ooh, Susanna says it was 29 in March of 2016. That's right. Susanna's a Florida native. Yeah, I'm from New York, so I used to be able to handle the cold. I've gotten so soft living down here in the South, so 50 is kind of cold to me. Shannon will laugh at me. She's like, 50, that's bathing suit weather for us. Amanda Goodrich, where can I find Figment souvenirs or even Figment himself? So, Figment himself does not come out anymore. He used to a few years back. But if you go to the Journey into Imagination gift shop that you eventually get to off the ride, they've got a bunch of Figment merchandise there. And then the festivals seem to love Figment. They always have some kind of festival booth all about Figment. So if you're traveling during a time when there's a festival, check around and see if there's a Figment booth. But I want to share something with you. Look what I got in the mail today. To coincide with your question, Danny sent this to me because I just missed being there for the Figment pass holder magnet. So thank you, Danny. It came today. So excited. Do you like Figment, Mike? I know he's pretty popular with people.
I love I love I love Figment. I love Journey into the Imagination with Figment. Um, every time I ride it, I see something different. Um, it's one of those things that even though it's not one of the Walt Disney classics that you have at Magic Kingdom, it really truly is a classic attraction for me. And Figment and the Dreamfinder are great.
Absolutely, it's a classic Epcot attraction. I totally agree with you. It's one of those that, just like Carousel of Progress, if they ever want to get rid of it, there'd be mayhem.
Yep.
Sheila Brubaker says, are there any 24-hour grocery stores or Walmart in the Vineland Mall area? We're getting in at midnight and need to get distilled water before we check in that night in the area. So, Sheila, I did look this up, and there is a Walmart Supercenter that's 24 hours right there on Vineland Road. So, you'll be fine. You could also opt to have things delivered to your room. Um, you can think about that either Amazon Prime or
I was just
Grocer, right? Did you use Garden Grocer?
We used Garden Grocer in September, and it was great for having bottled water. We had some breakfast things delivered to the room. It was really a great service. It was super easy to use, great customer service. I would highly recommend them.
Oh, good. Good to hear. Susan Close says, do you think they will add any more colors to magic bands that you get with a reservation? I don't know. I would love them to.
I'm, I would love them to put a black one out there. I don't know. Black seems to be my color.
I have it written
I
down.
have almost every color of magic.
I have I have black written down. I've got teal written down. Um, a
That
lavender
would be
would be,
cool.
but definitely black. I don't know why they haven't done that, but that would be really cool. Uh, Rachel McMoran says, when purchasing the special design magic bands at a park or Disney Springs, how easy is it to link to your My Disney Experience account? Rachel, it's super easy. Super easy. All you do is you go into your app, you select your profile, and then you'll select magic bands and cards, and then it'll just prompt you to add a magic band. And so when you get a new magic band, it'll have an ID number, on the inside, and you'll just type in that number and it'll be linked, and it will reflect everything that's in your My Disney Experience account. So your tickets, your dining, your room, memory maker, everything. It's just a reflection of what's in your account. It's not like you have to load things on there. Once it's linked to your account, you have access to everything. Super easy. And Lori Rainsbury says, do you think they will ever bring back Duffy to Epcot? And why did they get rid of him in the first place? I don't think so.
I don't think so either. I don't think he ever. There's a few people, or I shouldn't say a few people. There's a small segment of people that really love him, but I don't think he ever took hold like they wanted him to.
Right. I agree. It's like a little cult following, but I don't think he's coming back, to be honest. He was cute, and I liked the story. It was Duffy was a doll that Minnie had made for Mickey when he was going away, but it never took off. But stranger things have happened. Who knows? We didn't think Orange Bird was going to come back, and Orange Bird came back. Kristen Vipond says, I've seen the phrase Disney bounding. Can you explain what that is? And are there rules? So basically, Disney bounding is dressing stylishly to emulate a character. So you're not dressing in a t-shirt with the character on it, but you're dressing in the colors and the different fabrics that portray that character. And I think that you really need to see a visual on this. So I did find a link from the Today Show. They did a whole thing on Disney bounding with some great pictures of people who do it beautifully. And Susanna's going to put that in the link for you, Christine. And if you do Disney bound, post your pictures in our Facebook group because I'd love to see it. Mike, you're going to Disney bound, right?
No. Well, my costume for the Halloween party last September, I was kind of Disney
You
bounding.
certainly were, and that was magnificent. After we go off live here in the after party, you should post a picture of yourself so everybody can see how you Disney bounded for the Halloween party.
I, I will.
We're on our last question. Awesome. It's 8:57. We did it despite the delays and technical difficulties, Mike. So virtual high five. Natalie Marie says, besides Memory Maker, there's a mini photo session on the Disney website. Do you have any detailed information? So I know that Shannon Bonador has done a photo shoot with her family. The photos came out gorgeous, but I did find a link that tells a little bit more about what you can expect to happen, the services they provide, and prices. So Susanna, thank you, Susanna. She's going to post that link in there for you, Natalie. And that is it. We wrapped it up. All the questions have been answered. So what else can I tell you? Don't forget to answer the trivia question for a chance to win a copy of the Easy Guide to your Walt Disney World visit. Compliments of our buddy Dave Shute. He'll sign it for you. Stay tuned for the after party. As soon as we go off live here, jump back in the group, or you're probably already there. I've got to jump in the group and put the after party thread, and we'll hang out for a little bit. Look for Mike's picture from his Halloween costume and let us know if you know who he is. What else can I tell you? Don't forget, last chance to pick up these cute little itty bitties. Mary and Bert. All you have to do is put a carousel horse emoji or a horse emoji in the comments. And so I will pick winners tomorrow morning. I'll go through, I'll rewatch the meeting, see your comments, respond as needed and all that. And I'll pick the winners for the prizes tomorrow. But then join us now for the after party. It's sponsored by Carl Dad Trent and the Simple Fun Magic Guide to Walt Disney World Planning. And thank you so much, Mike, for joining me and dealing with our lag here. It's been wonderful having you. I love seeing your face. I miss you. And I hope I get to see you soon.
It's you too.
Say goodnight to all your beautiful ladies and Good night, everyone. Thank you for joining us. I hope you had a
I
great
will.
time. And if this was your first time, I hope you come back. We're here just about every 2 weeks. I think the next meeting will have to be in 3 weeks. I need to get myself back on one show a week because I've got Disness Meeting tonight, Debating Disney tomorrow, and my voice just can't take 2 in a row. So I need to rejigger my schedule. But I will be posting the next meeting's day for sure in the group in the next few days. But I'm going to sign off now. It's 9 o'clock. Have a great night, guys, and check out Debating Disney tomorrow night with me and Danny McBride. We have a great time over there, too. Bye, Mike.
Good night, everybody.